Hi everybody, welcome to week 13. So excited to almost be done with the semester, and I hope you guys good luck on the finals and any other tests or classes that you are finishing up this week. So for my questions this week, I chose the focus question of how do I view those that I teach? And my sub questions for that were how can I give all my students equal opportunities to learn? How can I view my students as equal learners and teachers in the classroom and avoid putting myself above them? And what can I do to improve the overall atmosphere of my classroom? For the first question, I have a lot of great feedback from Mariah and Claire, so thank you guys for that. I loved your response to encourage questions. People can't learn without asking questions, and when they ask questions, it shows that they're engaged and that they're attentive to what you're learning and that they have some interest in it. And so I think it's really good to encourage your students to ask questions about what they're learning, and even things that you aren't maybe learning about. Questions are always good. And it's okay, if the lesson goes off track a little bit. That's something that I've learned, especially in a gospel setting, that, the Spirit is the best director, and we can use that in the classroom as well. And so as we kind of focus our attention on teaching what the class needs to learn and not necessarily what the outlined curriculum is, that can always help their learning as well. And kind of tying into that was how can I view my students as equal learners and avoid putting myself above them as the teacher. And so Elder Bednar said that we can kind of dissolve that boundary of a teacher and a learner and recognize that both parties can be learners and teachers at the same time. The teachers can learn from the students, and the students can learn from each other and from the teacher, and they can have valuable input. And it's very important that we recognize that just because we have a degree and that we are, supposedly the ones giving out information, that doesn't necessarily mean that they can't be the ones giving information back to us. And so as we do away with that arrogance and that pridefulness, or just assuming that we are the only ones who are right, that gives them opportunities to participate and be more engaged and to show them that they really are learners and they can take charge for their own learning and they don't have to just sit passively by. We can help them to be empowered and to really take charge of their own lives and what they're learning about. Lastly, what can I do to improve the overall atmosphere of my classroom? Claire, you shared a great point that a welcoming environment is a necessity for any teacher and student relationship. We need to show that we care. And I have a great example of that. I had a teacher in middle school who he came to every basketball game that I had. And that really showed me that he cared about me not just as a math student, but as a person. And he cared about my interests and my successes and my failures and my accomplishments. And I think that as we show that same interest in our students, that can really show them that we care about them. And when they know that we care, they'll be more able to learn and learn better. And they will be more apt at learning because they know that there's someone who's willing to work with them on that. And Claire, I also loved that you said we can empower our students. Our focus shouldn't just be to teach them and help them get good grades and help them to one day have a career. Those are all great things, but we really want to empower them to change the world, to make an impact on their life, and to hopefully change their lives, to make a difference in their lives. At least that's my goal as a teacher, and I hope that that's a goal that you guys have as well. I know you guys all have some great feedback, and I appreciate the responses from everybody this week. So good luck with the rest of your week, and I hope you learned something from my video. Thanks so much. Bye.